Hi guys, welcome to Mama Seo's Kitchen. Today we're going to learn a Chinese dish. It's called pork stir fry with steam bun, and I'm going to show you a very simple way to make that. And let's see, where do we start? I'm going to first show you the ingredient that goes in there. I cut up some part of the pork and I marinated with the hoisin sauce and black, green or red peppers cut up in like julienne style. And I'm going to add a little bit of a kick of a spice, putting serrano peppers, but I like to cut it in a round circle pieces, so when you have a family who's not into spicy food, they know how to detect that and take it out. And some garlic. Okay, let's begin. I'm going to turn our iCook wok into a medium heat and let it heat a little bit. Okay, while it's heating, a little bit of olive or grapeseed oil, and let's see, garlic. Let it roast a little bit. Okay, you could kind of hear it sizzling. And I always mention that I'm cooking it in an iCook that is 7-layer. It has an even heat throughout all the areas, so it doesn't burn at the bottom and it cooks very quickly. Okay, and add a little bit of pork there. I like to cook a pork a little bit because if you just leave the pork in there without stirring, it kind of clumps together. So when you cook it, you could let it cook for a little bit, for a couple minutes. Okay, and simply I always teach how to cook fast and easy and full of nutrition, right? So when the pork is cooked a little bit, and I put it in a medium heat, I put in different type of peppers. And if you like onions or yellow peppers or different type of veggies in there, you could certainly add. But in this dish, I'm just gonna do a pepper dish with the pork. Okay, and this wok comes with the steamer, okay? And I'm just gonna put the steamer on top. And these are the, steam buns that you could buy from, Asian market. And they are in a frozen section. They come in different style, they come in a different sizes, so you just pick whatever you like. And I'm going to put a lid on it. And let's see how long it's gonna take to cook. I think maybe about 5 to 7 minutes. So, it takes a very short time cooking, and long as the buns are steamed. And one of the reasons that I like to steam my buns here is because even though it gets cold, it still keeps very moist because it's steamed with the steamer. And a lot of times the old-fashioned way is you got to have another steamer and you steam the buns. Or a lot of people use microwave, but if you use microwave, it dries out really fast and it gets hardened very quickly, and texture is a little different. So I like the old-fashioned way. And because it cooks in a radiant heat in a circular motion, that it's going to cook the bun as well. Okay, and the hoisin sauce is you'll find it in a market. And they use it at a fast store, and it just has a kind of sweet flavor, and which I enjoy using. And with with the serrano peppers, it'll make it kind of spicy and sweet, and it just adds a wonderful flavor. I went to Vancouver and I went to this restaurant, and it had very similar dish, and that's where I got the idea of this recipe. So, very simple, meaty part of the pork, and, just marinate it with the hoisin sauce, very easy. And then I, as you saw, I cooked it in sauteed the garlic, and that's how I cooked it. And so you are going to see the flavor and smell the flavor of the roasted garlic as well. So I'll be right back. Okay. Okay guys, it's been about 8 minutes, and as you see, it spins and it feels like it's just gliding. So I'm going to open it up and see what's going on. Okay, here we go. Buns are very tender, which means it's really nicely steamed. And I'm going to take this out. There we go. And peppers are all cooked. And it has a very little juice, but if it has more juice, then you could just kind of add potato starch with a little bit of water and thicken it a little bit. So I'm going to turn it off. It's very easy. There you go. Okay, that wraps up my third video, pepper pork with steam bun. Very easy cooking. It took about 10 minutes. You will find recipe on my YouTube. And if you're interested in our iCook cookware, you could check it out at amway.com/Robi Seo, ROBISEO. Okay, until next time, have a nice day, guys. Bye.